YouTube Nation, the reason is back. Addressing not just the video game nation in this video, but more importantly in this video, the wrestling nation. The reason I'm doing both is because I want to give my reaction or my thoughts on those 4 PlayStation 1 titles that I got yesterday that I made the video on. Jet Moto 2, Cool Borders 3, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3, and Land Before Time Great Valley Racing Adventure. Real quick. And then I'm going to go into last night's Impact, which was off the chain, TNA IMPACT. Alright, so when I tested and played these games, this is what I thought real quick in a nutshell. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3, great Tony Hawk title. I think right up there with Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. A lot of different objectives in each level. Good level design. Again, I gotta take myself back to the PlayStation 1 era in terms of graphics, because the PlayStation 1 really didn't have good graphics, man. I mean, when you like the N64, you were spoiled with great graphics in that era. You know what I'm saying? And that's not a hit to Sony. I'm just saying it's the truth. The PlayStation 1's graphics weren't that great. But it was a tight game. Good controls, good trick system, really good level design. Like I said, a bunch of hidden objectives in each level. Cool Borders 3, very good. Probably the best Cool Borders I played. Graphics slightly better than the first two. Still kind of difficult with the controls. I'm trying to figure out how to go fast. I don't have the instruction booklet for this one, so I'm gonna have to look online. But from what I played, the 2 or 3 races I played, very good level design. Different paths down each mountain, about 4 or 5 different paths, so you got a lot of diversity there. Very good snowboarding title. Jet Moto 2, disappointed. Disappointed because the game had such promise. When I look at the course designs and all the different characters and the comic book art and everything for the characters and all that, and then when I get to play the game, the controls are horrendous. You will fall off the track 7 times in a lap, at least. Horrible controls, man. If you can find a way to master the controls of this game, you must be God. But if you can do that, you might enjoy it. I didn't think it was horrible, but I thought the controls sunk this game. Land Before Time, Great Valley Racing Adventure, fun little title, man. I was talking to Mercury on the phone yesterday, actually, and I told him, man, it's actually surprisingly, it's a fun, little simple but fun and enjoyable little racing game. You know what I'm saying? Very good graphics, almost 64-like graphics. All the voice acting was there for the characters. Just a very fun game. I played through most of it rather quickly and unlocked a lot of the tracks, but it gets hard as you go on. Has a multiplayer mode and all that. I really enjoyed it. Solid controls. Nice little game. Alright, going on to TNA Impact last night. Hell of a show. Hell of a show. Impact has been on fire for the last couple of months. I don't care what all these supposed hardcore internet wrestling fans are saying. Let me tell you something. The internet fan is never pleased. Never pleased, okay? Don't give me that, oh, you know what you're talking about, and you know the business and the industry, and you go to all the live shows. Who cares? You can go to all the live shows you want, or you can watch it on TV. Either way, you're getting the product. Yes, I understand the live shows are somewhat better. I've been to a live TNA show, and it was amazing, but Impact has been amazing as well for the last couple months or so, or even more, and even before that. You know what I'm saying? The internet fan is garbage. If you are a wrestling fan, you are a wrestling fan, period. And if you watch the industry, whether you watch WWE, TNA, or you find a way to watch ROH or some of the other independent promotions, you are a fan. If you follow it, that's what you are. Don't give me this, oh, I'm an internet fan and I know this and that. Look, man, TNA's been on point for the last month. Last night's Impact had, first of all, if I can go, I'm just going off the top of my head. We had a very good women's titles match, a knockout title match again between Madison Rayne and Angelina Love. What was so good about this match wasn't really the wrestling per se. It was decent, you know what I'm saying? Madison Rayne's not that great, but she is improving. Angelina Love is great. But it was the drama, because Velvet Sky came out as Angelina Love's backup. You know, beautiful people back together again, basically, is what that looks like. And then after they won, after Angelina retained, her and Velvet held each other's hands up, and then they got jumped from behind by Madison and her mysterious woman, biker bodyguard. So that's setting up a good feud that's gonna come to a head at No Surrender with those two teams. I'm loving that. We had 4 matches in the tournament to decide the new TNA champion, because as we pretty much knew, RVD's vicious assault that happened on him last week has laid him out. He's gone for some time. You know what I'm saying? Of course, this is storyline-wise, but I'm just saying. And I'm glad, man, because RVD's garbage. I'm sorry, man. No offense to the RVD fans, but to be putting him as a world champion right off the bat as soon as he gets there, no, man. Even in ECW in his heyday, he was the main guy in ECW, but like I said to other people before, being the main guy in ECW is like being a jobber to a under-mid-carder in the WWE or the WCW back then. ECW just was not on the level of those two companies. So to me, RVD in the main spotlight is a glorified mid-carder. He is not World Heavyweight Championship material. All the guy does is roll around the ring and do the same damn kick, coming off the top rope, coming off the ropes, standing still. It's just a kick. That's all he does, man. He's garbage. So I'm glad that he had to vacate the world title. We had 4 matches. The first 4 matches in the tournament to determine who is going to be the new champion. Kurt Angle versus Kurt Angle versus Douglas Williams. Matt Morgan versus the Pope. Ken Anderson versus I forgot who he went against. Man, I completely went blank. Ken Anderson versus somebody, I'll think of it. And Jeff Hardy versus Rob Terry. Jeff Hardy gets the win over Terry in a surprisingly good match, seeing as Terry's not that great in the ring, and I can't stand Jeff Hardy. So the fact that I was able to watch that match and enjoy it says a lot about the way TNA is booking their matches. Ken Anderson got his win. It was over Jay Lethal. Ken Anderson versus Jay Lethal. He gets the win in a very good match, albeit a little bit too quick, but very good action, very good finish. Ken Anderson gets the win. He moves on. Kurt Angle moves on. The Pope takes out Matt Morgan in a great match. He gets to advance, and like I said, Jeff Hardy gets to advance. So Jeff Hardy, Ken Anderson, Kurt Angle, and the Pope. They are the ones who have advanced to the next round of the tournament. This tournament also will come to a head at No Surrender. The 2 finalists will be determined at No Surrender to fight for the title at Bound for Glory the next month. What else did we have? We had Fortune just ruling the night. Ric Flair's group Fortune, AJ Styles, Kazarian, Beer Money, along with their newest member Douglas Williams and the bodyguard Matt Morgan. This group is looking stacked, man, and they completely took over the show. They had a promo session between them and EV 2.0. Dixie Carter reveals that EV 2.0's got contracts, every single one of them, so they're here to stay, at least for a while. And this sets up a really nice beef between these two. And it actually made EV 2.0 relevant. That's how great Ric Flair is on the microphone, man. During that promo, he made everybody seem like they were big-time players. AJ Styles, great. The main event was AJ Styles versus Tommy Dreamer. And in that match, trying to remember what happened. If I'm not mistaken, AJ got the win, but I don't remember how. The match was good. It's just, I don't think Tommy Dreamer can go anymore. So AJ was basically carrying him. And then we also had Sting and Nash show up. Now, this is one of the little things that bothered me about TNA. TNA is so inconsistent with their storylines. 2 weeks ago, Sting shows up rocking the red and black face paint, getting all us fans excited. Oh my God, the Wolfpack Sting is back. All of a sudden, he's not even at the show last week. And this week he shows up back in the white and black face paint with Kevin Nash. Why is he back to the black and white? Was the red and black a one-night thing, just to show that he was Kevin Nash's boy? That's stupid. They should have stuck with the red and black at least for a while. They come out, they cut a promo. Nash cuts a nasty promo about how Bischoff and Hogan are full of it, and that Nash is not just here for the money. It's because he loves what he does and he loves to wrestle. Jarrett comes out and interrupts them. Hogan comes out with Jarrett. They both go to the ring. They threaten them. They say, we're going to beat your ass. Sting, why don't you do, for the first time in your life, put your bat down. Sting threw his bat at them like, yo, you can have it. Get in the ring. And they came to the ring, and there was a face-off between the 4, and then the lights went out. When the lights came on, Hogan and Jarrett were unconscious. Nash was on the floor, and Sting was surrounded by Fortune. And then he took a couple of them out, and then Fortune just came down on him, and Fortune again ruled the night, man. So just a very good high-intensity Impact. This group Fortune is looking like the real threat. And already, it's only been 2 shows with this Fortune group put together, and to me, they already look more credible, more established, and just better than what WWE has with Nexus. That's just my opinion, but you know what I'm saying? And then the matches for the tournament for the world title were great. The women's match was great. It was just a very, very solid show all around. And reaction afterwards was awesome. Y'all need to y'all need to stay around an extra hour after Impact and watch reaction, or DVR it and watch it the next day, because it reviews everything that happened on Impact, and you see behind the scenes interviews and stuff, and then it goes on to tell you where Impact is going next week. So very good stuff, man. TNA, man, I applaud you. No, it is not a perfect company. It's got a lot of problems, but it is entertaining. It is good wrestling in the ring. It's okay storylines. It's got the best roster from the veterans to the young guys. Yo, I'm loving it, man. So God bless y'all. Let me know what y'all thought. Leave some comments. If you like what you see, what you hear, subscribe. Stay gaming and stay watching wrestling. Hit me up. God bless. Later.